There are 5 mistakes you should avoid as a first-time buyer when trying to buy land. If you fail to avoid this red flag, you are going to lose your money and lose the land you want to invest in. First, avoid buying a land with no documentation. If you want to buy a land in Nigeria, or especially you are buying land right here in the city of Enugu, and they fail to present a documentation to you so that you can use to conduct your due diligence, avoid buying into that land. Any land that does not have a proper documentation, do not invest in that land. Secondly, avoid buying a land that you don't know the actual owner of that land. If you fail to verify the ownership of that land, you will lose that land, because there's a kind of scenario where the person that is in charge of the document of that land does not have the right to sell that land. Maybe his brother is not in the country, or the person that hand over him that document is not in the country, but they give him to hold the document, and you went ahead and buy that land without conducting a proper land ownership verification. You are going to lose your money. Thirdly is avoid buying land and paying to an individual account. When you are trying to buy a land and they are pressuring you to send the money to an individual account instead of paying into an estate account, please do not. It is not advisable to buy a land and pay into an individual account, because once you send that money to that individual account, one, you are not going to see them again. So it is advisable, you are buying a land, when buying a land, pay into an estate account, the real estate firm account you are paying there, and make sure that you're not paying with cash, you are using a bank transfer. Fourth, make sure that you go for a physical inspection before you buy into a land. If you want to buy a land and you do not go ahead and see that land, now while you are going for a physical inspection, is for you to verify if that land is actually in the right location where they are telling you that the land is. Secondly, if that land is actually what you want to use that land, your purpose, why you are buying that land, does that land actually suit your purpose or in what the investment you want to do? Now, these are the reasons why it is important to conduct a physical site inspection when you are trying to buy a property. If you based in diaspora, you can actually set someone to actually represent you to go and conduct a physical inspection for you. Now, fifth, which is the final one, whenever you pay for a land, it is advisable that you get necessary documentation required, from the acknowledgement receipt of payment down to your legal documentation, so that your investment is going to be secure and safe. As you are watching this video as a first-time buyer and you want to own a property right here in the city of Enugu, I can help you out to get the best property in the right location right here in the city of Enugu. All you have to do is to call the number displayed on your screen.